but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, Etienne once more. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, exit. Bravo.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On play action, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Off play action, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he would be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Succop's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it. Go, go. Go.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Jaguars at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Once more Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Throwing for Montgomery. He's got him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, Fields. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Fields trying to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete! Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Fields. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Here we go on 4th down, Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
51, back box, right. Bravo. Hey, orbit. Go, go. Go. Hey.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Lawrence on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On play action, Fields. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain? To throw again on 2nd down, Fields. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action, Fields. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
To the air again, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Corey Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Hey, Delta. Pilot, 64, reach. Hey, Echo. Look at me.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, 2.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
High 7. Hey, exit. Bravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Fields. Pass incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fields throwing again. Touchdown! Velus Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Final minute now in the third quarter.
It's now second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Exit. Yep.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Move it off Walker.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Second and 6.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a hell of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
Really?
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Bears 33, Jaguars 15.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey, go on. Hey, box up.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Echo. Hey, you.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, exit. Bravo.
Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, Foxtrot! Hey, deep shit!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Hey, look at me.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Stick, bullet high. Hey, Charlie. You got bombers.
And they'll run with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now they send a man in motion right. On second and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two.
Hey, Haywood!
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play.